Cheerleading is the fastest growing sport in Australia, but it still carries the stigma of pom-poms and high kicks. The sheer dedication and skill that goes into making a high-level routine is far beyond an amateur sport. In 2016, SCC Legacy made history by being the first Australian team to ever make top 3 in the World Cheerleading Championships.
That was probably one of my best moments in life. People say fairy tale kind of feelings and things like that.
Not many people have got second in the world at something.
It's the best feeling I've ever had.
You don't realise how much you've sacrificed until you're actually there and it's over.
Those 24 people, they got it and they understood each other completely.
That's a feeling that will last an absolute lifetime for them.
This year, we're heading back to Florida. We might be the underdogs, but we're ready to put our heart and soul into the best routine. You'll see us fail and get back up again. You'll see sweat, some tears, and a hell of a lot of fight.
There are teams that are better than us, there are teams that are worse than us, but the teams that hit will do great.
Backing up silver is a pretty hard thing to do.
The stakes are so much higher and we have such an important job to do to prove to the world that it wasn't just a one-off.
You're really, making a statement.
My name is Josephine and I am 37 years old. I was doing promotions at the time. Someone ran up to me and said, "You would make a great flyer. Would you be interested in trying out for our cheerleading team?" I was like, well, I'd do the acrobatic stuff, but I wouldn't do the pom-poms. And she was like, well, there's no pom-poms here, so come and try out. If you'd asked me when I was 16, I probably wouldn't have told you I'd be here. But yeah, I never would have thought I'd be cheerleading.
I've known Josie since 2011. Someone who is 37, 38 years of age. It's a big commitment to step into a sport like this. It's very abusive. Like the things these guys have to do, for her to be able to do that and take that abuse is tough. So her passion in the sport is huge for it.
You're not actually kicking your hips over your foot.
When I flip? Yeah. I remember being 19 and coming across a 28-year-old and being like, oh, you're so cool, and even though you're old, you're still cool. And then I remember getting to 28 and being like, I'm really young. And then now that I'm nearly 38, I still feel really young. When I do a pyramid, I can have the 2 people underneath me equal my age. That's pretty special, and they're basing me. People younger than me who are equaling my age are basing me. Nathan is my husband, and we met about 7 years ago, and we've been married for 5 years. We met because he came and saw a show that I was doing, and he sat in the front row, and the rest is history. He is extremely supportive of my career. I've promised Nathan this would be my last competition. I guess life gets in the way, and I'll probably have to have babies at some stage, so I can't keep going forever. The idea of giving it up within 2 months breaks my heart. I got caught with my thumbs out today, and Eddie made us do a suicide run. I'm gonna tape my thumbs.
Josie is an extremely large personality, but she's probably the athlete that frustrates me the most in the history of cheerleading.
What is wrong with you? Yeah. What did I say? Pyramid run. That's the second time. Burpee suicide for a minute. Seriously.
Can someone else do something wrong so he stops looking at me?
Kenny and Lisa own a business called Spring Tumbling. They travel the world choreographing routines and teaching skills. They'll spend a few weeks working with Legacy to put together a world-class routine.
So to have someone, and Kenny, the people don't know, he is probably one of the best technical coaches in the world, and he works with all of the gyms around the world. Everyone wants to work with him.
I have seen so much growth in the Australian cheer industry as far as I mean, the athleticism, the drive, the tumbling, the flexibility, the choreography, the speed, the quickness.
One thing that I think has really set Australia up for success is the fact that dance and cheer has grown side by side in this market. You know, the style of Australian routines is much more on par with Americans than some of the other countries that we get to visit.
Honestly, you asked me that question 5 or 6 years ago from a technical aspect and a choreography aspect. There were a lot of differences.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1 up on 3. Moving 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This opening stunt is like a zero ego stunt. I fully expect at Worlds when we get a little bit scared and nervous that we might need hands on, and this is not the time to be bravado. Do you understand? It has to hit. Listen, when you come to practice with a fancy new haircut, get out of his way. He's the most important person in that transition. Okay, what are you doing there? Just catching somebody? Okay, I need him to be able to get through.
We do like less than 1%. If you think about,
Like
we
a
don't
small
have
part.
to be in practice when things go bad. We don't have to change the routines. We don't have to deal with people when they're sick. We don't have to deal with
We
anything.
get to teach it and then clap and yell
We get
and
to
hug.
come in, work the kids to death, you know, teach them the routine, make them cry a little bit, make them high five, some hugs, and we leave.
Call 'em a
Eddie
few
does all the
names in
hard
the
stuff.
process.
The kids, yeah.
Can you turn in so that this doesn't look like a fat clump of awfulness? If you, for the love of God, let Kenny go over 9 8 counts in your pyramid, I will straight up murder you.
Vertically challenged stays right there. Don't worry, I'm on your team.
But they genuinely are geniuses at
Yeah.
doing choreography though, like unbelievable.
5 days with Kenny, you learn more than you do with anyone else in months.
Keep this hand over the thigh and then wrap this one around the top of the thigh. And go to the middle of the mat. Middle of the mat. Move over to the middle, this middle. Not New Zealand, come on.
Josie believes and trusts everyone, which is really impressive because she broke her arm a few months after 2014 Worlds because of a badly spotted stunt.
We were just having a relaxed training because we weren't sort of back in the competition season yet. And I went up to set into my back tuck and he didn't flick my hips up.
All because of something that could have been saved, which was really tough on her bases as well at the time. Like they were really beat up by it. And all of a sudden she had to A, repair an arm and B, get back to a sport and get over her fear.
For the first couple of months, I thought I was never going to get back into cheerleading. It was about 8 months before I started training again. I remember the first time I did a rewind and then I was like, oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. And then the adrenaline just went boom and I just started shaking like this. And Eddie was like, do it again. And I was like, okay. That was a real thing for me that I had to overcome that fear. Like I felt like if I didn't overcome that fear, it was gonna eat into other parts of my life. And I knew how rewarding it would be to push myself to that limit and get over it. And it's been massively, massively rewarding.
She would have been, you know, early mid-30s, rehab back and then get back into a sport, into a team that is 400% better than it was when she was with an expected harder skill set, to be able to identify and do that and still be yelled at constantly and put up with it, like just shows like the resolve and how much she loves what she does. So I tried out for the team in January last year and I spoke to Eddie about it and he said, how do you feel? And I said, honestly, I don't know. I'm scared of the pressure, I'm scared of the anxiety. And then when I got the email from him saying, you didn't make the team, I was so heartbroken. Yeah, no, I was really sad not to be on the floor and like, I was really proud of the team. But yeah, it sucked. It sucked not to be a part of it. I knew like I'd been with the team for so long and I felt like I deserved to be there.
Turn her whole body, Aaron. Grab. Yep, 5, 6, 7. Dip on 1. Stand up. Wow. Wow. All right, other side. 5, 6, 7, and dip 1. And throw. Okay, that's not bad. Feet need to be lower. Guys, let's put about 50% more on there. 6, 7, 8, go 1. Lock out 3, lift 4, 5. Momo, I want the legs open as wide as possible on the catch. Lisa?
Thank you. Yes.
5, 6, 7, 8, dip 1. Tuck it, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my God, this could not have been better.
I never know if you actually like it or if you're just looking at me like that because I'm your husband. I really don't want to have to take the pitch out. I don't want to change it because that side's not progressing fast. I don't want to change it at all. And throw harder. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then get the foot. You're still waiting for it up here. I'm excited if this works because it's going to be a really pretty picture. It's just spotters were stressing me the hell out. Shh. We've already had one fall tonight, and that's because people are just not focused. Pay attention.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Stall longer. Stall longer. Yes! Whoa! We're too far apart, boys. Okay, other side, this is crisis time. Catch up quickly, please. Please, catch up. Like they're already past. This just needs to be savable. Stall. Oh my God, yes! Ready, 1, 2, 3, dip on 5. Roll 7, 8, 1. That's okay. Hey, the straddle was beautiful. Perfect.
Kenny and Lisa encounter a problem. There aren't enough people on the team to work with Kenny's current pyramid sequence. Lisa is called in to assist with the problem solving.
Those people can't move. New positions have to be created out of the people that can't move. We can't take a whole pyramid down so he stunts with her. That's ridiculous.
Those people, I'm gonna make this very easy for you so you don't say anything. She has to be up, she has to be up, she has to be up.
Yeah.
Good.
And only
She's
those
not
people
up.
can lift him.
Wait.
Front corner now or even.
Are you saying just leave them up and have...
Yeah, so she ends up catching the ankles, right?
Just leave them up? That's a better idea.
Yeah.
Leave those up. Have this come down. I mean, Momo's got to get out there, right? But if they come down, it says that we can do something with them for real quick, like fall back, stand back up. Yeah, we can. Yes, Miss Bush.
Ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 7, 8.
Basically,
Dude, that's a fantastic. No, everybody, that is a great idea. Good, 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 good.
Okay, guys, come on over. Is that stunt coming together? You feel a little bit, it's manageable? Okay, so far so good.
Sorry for being a jerk.
Oh.
I still think you were a bully.
I'm always a bully.
Still a bully.
1, 2, 3.
SCC Legacy!
Kenny and Lisa have finalised the routine, ending their time down under. But for the athletes on Legacy, it is just the beginning. Next time on Hitting Zero.
So my whole goal for Saturday night was to break someone down. I wanted to destroy the team.
Everyone was just kind of stunned at what was going on.
You're not pushing enough to be a world-class team.
Probably the most dramatic and heated training that I think I've almost ever experienced.